often found in an aquatic environment. So I'm gonna, I just swallowed a bug. They're normally found in an aquatic environment. So I'm gonna head out on this river to see if I can track it down. But before I can get on the water, first, I need to put my boat together. Wait until you see how easily this turns into a vessel. What's great about the lightweight nature of this kayak is you can actually go against the water. So I'm traveling upstream right now so that once I find the nettles, I can turn around and go back, and it'll make my return journey a lot easier than my exodus. Nothing more fun than rowing upriver. Okay, so when it comes to stinging nettle, a remedy for that itch is this plant right here. It's called jewelweed or touch-me-not. They have these very distinct orange flowers, and you will oftentimes find it growing where there's stinging nettle. But I do want to collect a little bit of jewelweed to see if it truly works as a remedy for stinging nettle irritation. We got our antidote. Now we just need to find the irritant. Ooh, got a good spot up here to bring my kayak to the shore and try to make some progress up the edge of the embankment to see if we can find some nettle. Good shaded area up here and some real dense foliage. Found some. Check this out. Okay, we got it. That is stinging nettle. And all I really need is one really good big stalk like that, and we're going to be in business. There you have it. One very irritating stinging nettle leaf. We got exactly what it is that we came for. About time to get back to the boat. This is what a successful mission looks like. On my right, we have the stinging nettle, and on my left, its possible antidote, the jewelweed. Now, here's the unique thing about the stinging nettle as compared to the gimpy and the giant stinging leaf. We know that both of those stinging plants in Australia put me in an immense amount of pain. This is definitely going to be painful, but the thing is, it's not going to last nearly as long. With the giant stinging leaf, the first thing that I was stung by, the pain lasted for about 25 or 30 minutes. With the gimpy, to date, my arm is still experiencing discomfort. Occasionally it will flare up with itching, and if I place anything cold, like a Gatorade, a water bottle, an ice cube, onto my forearm, it immediately feels like there are electric, freezing cold lightning bolts shooting through my arm. So is it fair to say that maybe I went a little too far with the gimpy? You know, we learned a lot and we got a lot of entertainment at the same time, so I think it was worth it. But with the stinging nettle, you're going to see an incredible reaction. And we're going all the way here. We're not just dipping our toes in the water. I'm going to rub the leaves up and down my forearm. And you're going to see that in a matter of seconds, my arm is going to explode with welts, redness, and incredible discomfort. Now, what's causing that discomfort? Well, as we learned from the gimpy and the giant stinging leaf, it's the trichomes, the little nettles on the underside of the stem and the leaves that will essentially break off and then release the toxins. What does the chemical compound look like with these toxins? Let's take a look.
The cocktail of agony I am about to intentionally face is made up of ingredients that break down into two categories: neurotransmitters and acids. Histamine, acetylcholine, and serotonin are what cause the impressive visual reaction you will see, while three fun-loving acids, including formic, tartaric, and oxalic, can create immediate and, in some cases, extended waves of pain. Be warned that everyone has the potential to react differently, and for the sake of this experiment, I will not be holding back when it comes to pushing extreme envenomation.
So we're gonna test out a leaf, we're gonna test out the actual stem, which I have a piece of snipped here, and then of course, for the grand finale, a whole bundle that is covered in trichomes. Now remember, with the giant stinging leaf and the gimpy, I simply touched it to my skin. I know that this isn't going to be nearly as bad, and to give you guys the best possible reaction, I want to go all the way. So we're gonna get that camera rolling. Without further ado, it is time to test the stinging nettle and rank it on the Plant Sting Pain Index. Here we go. One leaf first. I'm Coyote Peterson, and I'm about to enter the nettle zone with the stinging nettle. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Damn.
Yeah, oh gosh. I can definitely feel that already. Oh, yeah, it is bad. Oh, it happens in a hurry too. All right, let me try the stem. Ah, jeez, that burns. Oh, and some nettles feel like they are worse than the others. He's kind of dusted around. Ah! Okay. And last but not least, the bundle.
This nigga's doing 3?
Oh, the
the
bundle
hell?
is the worst. Okay, there's definitely more nettles up near the top of these smaller leaves than the big leaves. This is such a bad idea. Get this leaf too. Let's not leave anybody out. Ow.
That's kind of
Okay.
crazy.
Just all the
Oh
way.
my
All the
God.
way. There we go.
We'll
Gosh.
put all. Damn.
Okay, nettling officially complete. Oh.
I know that big burn.
Okay, so about 20 seconds in, yeah, it starts to build noticeably. You can immediately see the redness beginning to form in my arm. Now, different from the Gimpy and the giant
Bro
stinging
said
leaf,
you only live
the
once.
burning here is
Nigga.
almost like a rug burn. If you've ever slid on your carpet and had your knees drag across it, I can feel that burning happening. And that's that mix of chemical compounds that are immediately beginning to have an effect with my skin. Blood vessels beneath the skin are beginning to expand. That's causing inflammation and giving me all of that redness. And eventually, there are going to be little welts that start to form. I'm starting to see them in several places here. And when you run into something, I just want to like get up and move around. When you run into stinging nettle in the wild, it is unexpected, and it oftentimes will feel like an insect sting because it just comes on in mass. And if it brushes up against your leg, and then all of a sudden you turn around and you're in a bushel of it, you're gonna get stung again and again and again. So it causes people to panic, and then you may end up running in the wrong direction, and the wrong direction could be deeper into the nettles. So if you find yourself in a situation where you're getting nettled, the best thing to do is to just stop, pay attention to your surroundings, and then slowly back yourself out of what it is that you've just walked into. And wow, look at that. It's almost instantaneous. Look at all the welts beginning to form. We're about 1 minute and 30 seconds in. Now, if it happens to you, calamine lotion, ice, water, all those things should soothe some of the burning and itching immediately. But in nature, it is actually the jewelweed and its aloe-like mucousy internal substance that can alleviate the discomfort. Okay, it has been 15 minutes since the ultimate nettling, and my arm looks disgusting at the moment. Look at all of these welts. It looks like I have contracted some sort of bizarre alien disease on my forearm. And you may be wondering, Coyote, does it still hurt? Yes, but it's really not that bad. If anything, it's beginning to itch. And here is the local remedy that I wanted to try. This is jewelweed, also known as touch me not. Gonna actually slice the stem open vertically.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Check that out. See inside there? All of that.
This man is.
And it is a little sticky, feels a little bit like aloe, not quite as viscous though. Okay, it's got a cooling sensation to it. Actually kind of just feels good to itch all of those bumps. Let's try some more. A nice big piece here. And the bigger the jewelweed stem, the better your chances of getting
This is
all
what
of
my
that great
thought tell me to do.
soothing interior mucus. Look at that. Take both of those pieces. Oh, that's the spot right there. I think I just had to hit the jackpot. Wow, very cool to the touch. Now it is wet, so that's helping a little bit. With the Gimpy Gimpy, any sort of moisture made it really painful, but with this, I am definitely beginning to feel some soothing relief. Wow. Holy cow, all right, it is working. Jewelweed providing relief for the stinging nettle sting. Okay, I'm just gonna let that set in. Almost instantly, once I got the right amount of jewelweed mucus on my arm, it seemed to immediately alleviate the discomfort that I was experiencing.
What the fuck?
Wow, that is really impressive. Now, I did read that it could quite possibly be a placebo effect, taking my mind off of the discomfort on my arm, but I gotta say, the immediacy of this feeling like it was burning and wanting to be itched has now completely just turned into a slightly cool, numbing sensation. Well, it's been 30 minutes since I took on the onslaught of stinging nettle trichomes, and at this point, the pain in my forearm is completely gone. Yes, I still have welts. Yes, it's still red. Yes, it's still kind of disgusting looking. But what we ultimately learned is that this plant, while it can be painful to wander into, it's not going to put you in momentous amounts of pain. If you find yourself having wandered into a patch of them, simply stop, back yourself out of the situation, and go the opposite direction. If you do feel that trichomes have gone into your skin, look for jewelweed, because the mucus-like interior will immediately provide you with relief. Now, when it comes to ranking this plant on the Plant Sting Pain Index, I would definitely say that it is a 1 as compared to the Gimpy Gimpy's 4. So what's next? I'm not sure. Write in the comment section below and tell us.
1 out of 10?
What stinging plant should we experiment with next? I'm Coyote Peterson.
I'm gonna try this. Like,
Be brave.
nigga.
Stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure.
I guess.